Alright guys, this is the perfect Marine Rush to charge people with. Alright, so on top left, I'm Terran. I'll show you my build right now currently. Stretches units. I'm at 3 of a kind Sun. So right away I start off with a supply depot. Right away. So that way, obviously, it's standard. Right now, boom, done. I switch over to a barracks. Now right away, I go into a refinery. Just queue up SCVs. Meanwhile, he's doing the exact same thing, except he was late on his gas. Now with this build, right away, you should be able to build a Reaper the moment it's done. There's a gas, there's a Reaper. There's a supply, the command center, right away, right after the barracks. There's another supply depot. This is a standard black you're supposed to do versus Zerg, but I do it against as a Terran so you can't get harassed with Hellions, and you can't also get scouted more. After this, I do about 5 of these barracks, but right now I'll just do 4. I automatically start a stim the moment I'm able to while I'm harassing. My harassing is pretty bad still because I'm still practicing Terran. But I still get out. And this Reaper would be very useful for once later on inside the game. It's very important, very crucial to keep him alive. Because if you get attacked, you won't be able to defend a Reaper harassment until later. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 barracks. Here goes my next command center, and here's my orbital. Completely done. And there's my next orbital. This right now, this is when you want to make sure you make another supply depot and start queuing up Marines. And only make 1 SCV at a time. Here's the Reaper. Let's show you where he's at. See his army? There's his Reaper harassment. This is why the Reaper is so important, guys. See right here? Now here comes the first army. So the reason why you want to keep queuing is because while this was happening and you're stalling and you're queuing up, you're making an army to slow this down a little bit. So right now he thinks he has you. He jumps up, watch the Marines. Takes out 2 right away. So now he only has a Hellion and 2 Reapers left. Now you're fine, and you just saved your second base and your first base from being harassed. Right now stem is almost complete. Let me change it to production right now so that way you guys can see what's going on. Currently he's making Banshees. This is a standard Terran build. So that way it's mass harassment, go into late game as a mech. I'll show you what happens though. Right away, once you get a giant group, a nice group, and stem's about to be done right now, you want to charge because currently you don't know what he has outside the base. You could have a tank right here. So you charge right away with it. Don't use stem along the way because that'll lower their hit points, making it even harder. And you're going to already have lower hit points from the stem. I scanned to see what it was up to. The moment, that right there was key right there. That Banshee, because now you know what's going to happen, so immediately I start engineering bay, because we all know how annoying a Banshee is. Make sure all of your barracks is queued up, which obviously you're not able to right now, but you're keep going. Your next command center right here is in line, and you want to bring it to a goal base. While you're attacking, attack the bunker right away. This attack will not hit. Usually the first hit does not count because of the units. Okay, now you just took out a good 10 to 15 SCVs. Get in, take out as many units as possible. Right now you should be bringing in back all his units possible. Yep, see, there's a Banshee. Okay, now you want to usually take out the SCV base, but so that you don't get hit, you don't get harassed. There you go. Now, why that's happening, why you're queuing up, is now you have another army. This army is about second to the last army you're going to need. Right about now, you should have combat shield researching complete, and your third base. Now you finish your engineering base. Now you can build turrets in case he's sending a Banshee your way, which he was. So now you won't have to worry about getting harassed because you're harassing him. This build is a constant pressure build. You don't want to worry about pushing too hard. The more you push, the better, but you don't want to push with like 1 Marine at a time in a line, unless you fear that he has a tank. In this case, you stem. Tanks cannot hit when they get very close to you. And you know the bunker is not fully complete, so you want to stick right on top of the tank. Watch what happens. See? he's forced to hit this Marine and not your group of Marines anymore. Make it bad. Now, instead of attacking the bunker, now you want to hit the SCV in the far back, behind it. Make it impossible to hit. Hit the Marines, and done. And that's how you guys do a perfect build. If this continued to happen, what you would do is you grab your 3rd overall command, place it right here, your closest base, and drop 2 more barracks. Once you're on your 4th, drop about 6 more barracks, and if he has, like, say, 10 tanks, then make sure that you also have tanks as well, because I'll turn into a tank game. And never push straight forward. If you can take out 3rd base and his whole army's at 2nd base, take out that 3rd base, so that way you don't have to worry about mass casualties. Hope you find this useful.